Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tile bracelet. I made these tiles in a previous video. If you haven't seen that, please go onto my YouTube channel and check it out because it is a really cool video to learn how to make all this tile work. The first thing that I'm going to do is I have my black Primo clay, and this is my Primo clay that I used for this project, and I'm actually going to put some silver leaf on it. And just kind of, doesn't have to be perfect. Just lay it on here. Okay. And then we are going to run this through my pasta machine. I actually have this on my second thickest setting, and I'm going to go down 2 notches. So I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to do another one. Okay, so now you can see that my clay got longer and you have all these beautiful crackles in it. So I'm going to kind of see how much I'm going to get out of this, and I think this cutter is going to be, you see how it gives me that nice space in between, and that's what I want. So I have 8 tiles here, and I'm going to cut out, wait, over here's my other one, and I'm going to cut out 8 of these rectangles. So the first thing I want to do is I want to lay all of these out in a row. And before I do that, I actually want to bring my little mat down, because as I am building this up, I want to be able to just lift it up from my mat, or on my mat, and put it right into the oven. So here's my mat. And then I'm just going to, don't think I'm going to need 8 for my bracelet, but I'm not sure exactly how many I will need right away. So I am just going to do 8 right off the bat. And if I have extra, I could do something else with it. Okay. And you can see how that's going to fit on there. All right, so my next step is I have these long sticks, and I am just going to press down. I want to keep these straight if possible. Okay, so you can see I have these indents now. So I'm going to put my liquid clay on the back of each one of these, and I don't want to get too much glue here because it'll be too hard to clean out. So before I do that, I just want to make sure my indents are going to be nice and deep. So kind of just push that down as far as you can. Now I'm going to get my liquid clay. So I use the Sculpey oven bake liquid clay. And I'm just going to use my finger and make sure that I cover the entire piece here. And then I'm going to just lay those on top. Okay, and last one. All right, put that off to the side. So now I am just going to kind of clean this all up. So I want to edge my pieces off nicely. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, I am actually going to go right to the edge here for these. Now we're going to do what we did in the last video, something very similar, and we are going to take this tool, and you could use a pin, a needle, anything that has a point, and I am going to hold this in place, and all I'm going to do is pull my clay down and then pull it up. Now, see, that's all too big, so I want to kind of cut some of that off because I don't want my pieces being too long and then they look ugly when you push them up. Okay. So just push up. So I'm hoping you can see this. As I'm doing it, I'm taking my piece and I'm just pushing down, pulling it down to give it that ruffle look. You can see that's a little long as well. So we got to kind of make sure that our pieces aren't too long on the top or the bottom. Otherwise, they don't curl up correctly, and then they look funny. I just want to make sure my pieces are lined up properly. Make sure everything looks good. If you need to clean anything up, clean it up now. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in the oven at 275 at my recommended temperature. If you are using a different clay, please use what's on your package. And I'm going to put this in for a full half hour, 45 minutes. And when they are done, we will assemble our bracelet. Hey guys, so my pieces for my bracelet are completely out of the oven. You can see how beautiful they came out. I did end up putting a paint marker on the back. So this is basically all that I used for the back, and it gave me that beautiful silver shine. And then I did also use liquid Sculpey glaze, and I just put the glaze with the paintbrush right over top, and it'll give it that beautiful gloss, plus it will protect the silver leaf. So if you want to see me do that, go on to the video where I'm doing the earrings from this set, and you'll see how I put the glaze on and how I do the paint marker. So in order to do this bracelet, you are going to need some sort of stretch jewelry fiber, and this is what I found to be the best. And then you're also going to want a needle. So these needles I find to be fantastic for doing bracelets, and they open up like that, so you don't have to try to get the string in there. It's very, very simple. So in order for me to measure, I have a real tiny wrist. My wrist is like 6 inches, you know, a 6-inch bracelet fits me perfect. And in order for me to do that, I just lay down a ruler, as you see here, and then I will just put my beads right in place to kind of see how many of these I need. And I always go over a little. I do about 6.5. I always go a little over if I can, just to give me that little extra, you know, what do you call it, stretch. So this here, if you can see, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, and then it's about 6.25. So that'll be a nice fitting bracelet for me. But if you guys have a larger one, just add an extra bead. But I'm making this for myself, so I'm going to go with the smaller one. I also picked out just little gemstones that I had laying around, and I thought the purple would look really neat because it's different colors along with my tile. So that's how these will go. So I'm going to get everything kind of in place so I have an idea as I'm going along how I want this. So that's how my bracelet will end up looking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my needle. I'm going to open it up. And then I'm just going to put my string right in there. And it's that simple. You're also going to want super glue. So make sure you have super glue. And for me to kind of get an idea, what I do is I take my string and I will start out about 2 inches longer. And then I will double this up because you are going to double. So I know, oops, that's about the length that I'm going to want to work with. So I'm going to take my scissors and I am just going to cut that. You will have some extra, which is exactly what you want. And then put your string off to the side, and what we're going to do is we just put the bead on and then slowly just go right through and keep adding. And you're only going to do one side at a time. And my last one here. Now I'm going to flip this upside down. I'm going to pull that string so there's about, I say, 1 inch, 1.5 inches left. You're going to take your string and you're going to go all the way back around and just follow right through again, because you're going to want to double up. Make sure you don't lose that first one. Just keep it loose for the time being. As you get closer, you can start pulling it tighter. I'm just going to start pulling. Okay. So now you can see we went through everything twice. So we want to pull this pretty taut. And then you're just going to kind of slap it over to make sure that everything fits, which that'll be a nice fit for me. Put your pieces together, pull, And now I am going to tie this. So I'm going to take this needle, kind of open this up, just take the string off for the time being. We will put that back on then. And I'm just going to knot, pull, knot, pull, and then right where that knot is, I want to put my super glue. So remember where that knot is, okay? But now I am going to put my string back in here. And I am going to go back over this way. Okay. And now I'm going to take that off again. This is just to make sure everything is nice and secure. Now you'll see you're over here. I am going to take my string and I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm going to put a knot in this and pull that, and that's going to give me an extra secure knot to make sure nothing comes loose. And then I will put super glue on that as well. Because this is a double knotted one, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to do super glue until I do the second set of strings. I'm going to open this again, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Oops. So I'm going to go through my, and one more. Take that off. And then I am going to do the same thing. Take that, and I am just going to knot it twice, and I will super glue that when I'm done. So leave those exactly the way they are, and then get your string again. And we know that I know I had 6 1/4, so I'm going to want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. I'm going to go to about 7 1/2, 8, and I'm going to double that up. And then I will cut that string. Okay. If you want to go a little longer, you can. I sometimes go longer just for extra security, that I know that I have that extra length, but it's not always necessary. So stick your string in there, and now you're just going to go and go through the bottom. And don't forget your beads. Sometimes it's a little messy when you have the top and the bottom, because it kind of gets tangled sometimes, but just work through it and it'll all come out beautiful. Okay, so now I want to make sure that I am pulling my pieces all nice and tight. Remember, don't lose that end piece here. And then just go through it one more time. Make sure that you're doubled up here, so your piece is always going to be nice and secure, and you won't lose or easily break your bracelet. And you can see as I'm getting closer and closer to the end and doubling up, it's starting to stand up a little bit more for me. There we go. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Okay. So now I got my end pieces together. So I am going to tie this off. Then I am once again going to just take this and follow through to this side. Take that off. And then just go through, make sure you're grabbing underneath to those double strings there. And double knot that. And then I'm going to want to do the same thing on the other side. Pull that through. Okay. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Perfect fit. Just absolutely gorgeous. I am so happy with this. This is one of my favorite bracelets. Okay, so to finish this off, get your super glue. I'm going to clean up my edge a little bit here because this is nice and messy. So the first thing you're going to do is want to find those knots. So I know right there's one of my knots. And I want to pull that nice and taut. And then you're just going to put a little dab right on that knot. And keep it secure and pull that right into there. And then right there's my other knot. So I want to, right there it is. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to pull that into that one. Then I know I have, where's my other ones? Over here. Somewhere over the rainbow, I have you. Right there. Okay, there's my other one. And you could put your little ball in there. There we go. And that will hide your little knots. That's why I like those. And there's my last one right there on that side. And that's naturally going to go right inside there. And I just want to wipe that off. Okay. And I think, oh, right there's my last one right there, I think. I think I got them all. And last one right there. So I want to just make sure. And that extra, that little glue will help secure those knots completely. So before I end up cutting this off completely, I am going to let that glue sit and completely dry for at least 10 minutes. That way when I cut my string, I know that my glue is already 100% secure. So like right here, this is already stuck in there. Like that one here, I glued that into that ball. That's stuck. So that one I know is not going nowhere. Those stuck in there. These ones still, nope, that's good. So let's give that 10 minutes to completely dry, and then I'm going to show you how nice and secure that is. Our piece has dried for at least 10 minutes, and I cut the string off, and look at this, guys. Look how gorgeous this bracelet came out. I mean, just stunning. I mean, absolutely beautiful. It fits really nice. It's comfortable. I am very, very happy with this. This is really one of my favorite pieces now. I think this came out gorgeous. These two that were left over, I'm going to think of some sort of, you know, pendant to make out of this. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I was thinking of putting eyelets through here and then kind of maybe putting some beads hanging down. I'm not sure, but I'll figure that out for another day. And I really hope you guys enjoyed making this piece along with me. I am very happy with this. It was simple and I think it is beautiful. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.